1, 2, 3, respect the game.
Welcome to ONV Respect the Game podcast. This is round 2 of the GOAT.
The GOAT.
We done had some serious conversation, but I want to come real quick with this, guys. This is help me out. I went to a eye doctor and got to do some procedures, and they called me and said, "You're good to go. Here's your package. I got insurance, so my insurance, we're gonna get you. We're gonna do this for the insurance. Now we got a premium for you, to where you come out your pocket, and it's better surgery or it's better procedure. And then you have the extreme where I ain't got to wear glasses no more.
Oh,
so." Y'all get that scenario?
Yeah.
So what do y'all think about that?
I'm going to pick the best package.
You're right.
Why wouldn't it be the best package when you're going in there getting your procedure?
It's capitalism.
Yeah. They want the money.
I ain't never heard that before.
Your insurance only going to pay for so much.
I want the best service. I don't care about what they want. They should be giving us the best service.
Right. It's your insurance. That's what you got insurance for. Yeah.
They don't think you need all that. Just enough to see. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's all.
But see, you got to understand
Just make sure you
the
pass that driver's
medical
test.
field is all about putting a Band-Aid on something, not healing it.
Right.
I think a lot of things is putting a Band-Aid on. But
I'm just saying.
was crazy for them to tell me 3 different levels. Man.
Why would they just give you the best solution?
I
right
want
off.
to see
Period. Yeah, I feel you.
But I just thought it was crazy. I had a couple conversations with a couple other people. But anyway, hey, how everybody doing? Let's get going. We was on the who was the best GOAT of the NBA from high school all the way up to the end of their career.
Yes.
Did you say Bill Russell was your guy?
Bill Russell is my guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Besides Kareem, but we already had so many Kareem.
So you had to pick
Bill
somebody
Russell
else.
is who you researched.
The Bill Russell is who I researched.
Oh, okay.
Because Kareem is my guy. I already know he was going to be the number one.
Based off this paperwork.
No, period.
Period.
This period.
Why you argue the paperwork, Shalanta?
Well, because I feel like y'all said let the numbers speak, but I was adding more numbers to the system, such as 50-plus point games, 70-plus point games, 90-plus point games. Like, you get an additional point per games, and I feel like I did that extensive research. And if y'all throw y'all guys in there, maybe y'all can eventually, but LeBron James had 14 50-plus point games. You get 2 points per game. That's putting him an extra 28 points. How many of them games did Kareem have?
Kareem probably don't need these extras.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So he didn't have any. Pretty much is what I'm saying.
Everybody playing
70-plus
catch up.
point games. Kobe and Wilt Chamberlain was like probably the only people up there that had.
What
the
did Spider
70
Mitchell get?
And Damian
He got
Lillard, maybe.
Was it Damian Lillard?
Yep,
Got 80?
Damian
It's
Lillard.
80. It's not 90.
I said 70-plus point games.
Oh, 70-plus points.
Yeah.
You made sure you said
said-
that to
yeah.
keep them in.
Oh, not here.
I got
I'm
you.
just saying, it's other titles, it's other stuff that we can go off of. That's all I'm
So
saying.
can I ask a question? Was you trying to find something that Kareem didn't do so he wouldn't?
No.
That's
I
a good
was not
question.
trying to. I was definitely only doing research on LeBron and his titles because I'm a LeBron fan, and it said most playoff wins. LeBron 182 playoff wins. I'm like, oh, that's definitely an accolade. We're gonna give him 10+ points for that. Most games
So
played.
in other words, she did everything towards or for LeBron.
Yeah, I didn't
To-
look up.
to
I wasn't
jump-
researching
She
nobody
was
else.
supposed to.
I
She
got you.
also was supposed to look at, is there somebody could
We
top
looked at
that?
people behind it, but he was the best. I'm looking for what was LeBron the best in? How can I help him stand out?
The way this was formulated, it wasn't based on Kareem being the best. It was based on all these accolades.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
So if you put-
if I go in and research Kareem,
there was topics in here that LeBron didn't succeed in. He don't have 70+ point games. He don't have 90+ point
get it.
games.
I
So I
get it.
didn't just specifically look for LeBron. Was looking for ways to
yes,
create
you
more
did.
points.
Oh,
Ways to create more points.
Look,
You know?
she put those other points, the other two in it because she know.
There is not a whole lot that got 90 points, and
Exactly.
a whole lot got 100. Only one person got 100.
I can't help that. Let's move on to who did you say your guy was?
You know, something.
Don't be ashamed.
I'm not going to be ashamed.
Don't
I'm
be
just
ashamed.
going to say this. I'm a fan of the game.
if you a fan of the game,
I'm
you
just-
got to be a fan of the facts.
Yep, I'm a fan of the game and the facts.
So throw some facts out there.
Yeah.
MJ,
I always get that.
What he say? If you can, you
I'm
can hear.
going to give you some facts. MJ is the greatest. That's a fact.
Why is that a fact?
Why is it a fact? If we look at the number of years that he played,
15.
and you put his numbers together, his numbers is high. Everybody else played 20+ years with the numbers. Yes, Kareem.
He probably was more durable.
No, if you want to say that, this man sat off 18 months and then came back and won 3 more titles.
But
Let's think about
so
that.
when he
Rest.
set off, thank
He
you.
had
That
to
sounds
rest.
like
He had to
rest
rest.
to
He
me.
played baseball.
Yes,
Baseball.
Did he play baseball or was he on the
How much
baseball
do you?
team?
How much?
Hold on, but
That's really
How much do you
on the
run in
bench.
baseball?
But see, here's the thing about it: when you move to a different sport, you have to train your body for that sport.
You don't think other players
yeah,
play
yeah,
other
you know.
sports? LeBron played football.
Once again,
Don't go there.
yeah, please. he had to readjust his whole body. His whole
I think they
workout.
buy it. So
But I'm saying he did.
We
He
got
had to
LeBron and
adjust too.
Jordan over there.
That's all I'm saying. It's all right. I understand where you coming from. He played baseball too, so that
in the
was wear and
middle of
tear.
his career.
So real quick, you guys, because y'all two over there having a
I want y'all to talk. I want the other
I
people
just
to
need
talk.
to understand, was there any way that you seen somebody overpowering your person as being the greatest?
Me, yes. I mean, outside of Kareem, I mean, you have Magic. You can put Magic in that whole mix. You
Okay, I'm sorry.
you can't put Magic in it. I mean,
I can't. He don't have enough championships, first of all.
First, listen.
He didn't do. He got a couple of MVPs.
Yes.
I mean, let's look at how he just came and dominated the game and changed it.
Who is that?
Magic.
Kareem?
No, Magic.
Oh.
He
I
did
can't
change it.
stand.
Okay, and I mean, I'm gonna give Magic another notch.
Yeah.
That sits up.
He did.
He did help Kareem win a few
Hold on.
championships.
That's the only
Or
player.
maybe he couldn't win without Kareem.
Yeah.
Saying
And
he
I'm gonna say
couldn't win
this,
without
and
Magic.
people won't say this too much. Jordan wouldn't have won without Scotty,
That's true.
hands down.
Well, he had other help too, though. But
So-
Scotty was the guy. He was the second guy.
Yeah, he was the second guy. So
But he
and-
couldn't do it by himself.
Everybody
He couldn't
had
do it by
help.
himself.
Everybody had.
Yeah, and see, Magic. Here's the biggest notch that Magic have over a lot of these players. He can play all 5 positions legitimately. He really can.
Well,
So I
I
was
mean, when you 6'9" and you can handle the rock, you
No,
pretty much
no,
can do
no.
it.
him and LeBron are more comparable
There
because
you
they
go.
both 6'9", and if you want to look at stats in that category, Magic.
Man,
is-
LeBron would never make my top 12 team. If I put a team together, I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I forgot
You
he
would
was a
be losing.
LeBron hater.
No, I would not lose.
Here's a question.
No, I would not.
Here's a question. If you had an all-star team, whatever all-star team you put together, would LeBron be the leader of the team? Would Jordan be the leader of the team? I know Jordan would be the leader of his team,
Right.
no matter what team you put together.
You put him on.
But I don't think LeBron, and I'm a LeBron fan, I'm a Jordan fan, but I don't think LeBron would be the leader.
And I'm gonna give you that too. I'm gonna go with you on that because
hands down.
what was it when Kobe came? They called it the
Rebuttal.
Redeem Team. When Kobe came to the Olympics, they called it the Redeem Team because the Olympic team before it had all the superstars but Kobe. They got a bronze medal. They didn't get the gold. They got the bronze. Kobe came back the next Olympics. They got the gold medal. And who was the leader of that team? Kobe. It wasn't LeBron.
And you know something? And I'm not to keep kicking LeBron in the ankle.
Sure.
But even if you look at the stats when he played with Miami, D Wade was the man.
Because it was his team.
Yeah.
I understand that, but LeBron, like he did so much.
But
He helped.
did.
That's just the same
Well,
with
no.
when
It was
when
a three-
Michael Jordan played with other people. They helped, right? It was those three at the press conference. So what happened? Those
Like
three,
I said, D Wade.
the big three.
I mean, you have to understand. You look at it. D Wade was the man on that squad
Help
with,
me
with
understand.
LeBron.
It was his team.
He called
he
LeBron.
knew how everybody played around him.
How they was supposed to.
I'm gonna give you a fun fact. I'm gonna give you a fun fact about that too.
And guess what? He led that team. LeBron, he led that team.
Right, it was only two new guys on the team.
He led that team.
But I'm gonna give y'all a fun fact that I bet none of y'all actually know this. Do y'all know that Miami excuse me, Miami Heat team was not supposed to be that team? Those big three were supposed to go to Chicago. Mm-hmm. The only thing that Chicago couldn't move Lyle Dang, and if they had been able to move Lyle Dang, the big three would have been in Chicago.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Chicago.
yeah, they would have been in Chicago. But let me eat because you giving a lot of information, but I don't see no substance in your
It's
information.
facts, though. So, but you're right.
Okay, I ain't say they wasn't facts, but in this conversation, I need substance, and here I'm gonna bring facts and
I was
substance.
finna say, you got your stats, don't you?
Yeah,
See stats.
I'm gonna bring you now.
That's what we call these.
Now,
you finna turn into Wikipedia in a minute.
Yes, but now, let's look. We're gonna talk about the great as a career. We're not going to talk about a section of your basketball playing time. We're talking about the great as a career, from when you started to when you ended.
Correct.
That's where we're going to go. And if you look at this paper, there's numbers that goes from when they kept records, high school. Now, who other than LeBron? The only thing I'm gonna give LeBron is the greatest because he had the most hype and the most pressure on him.
Right.
He persevered through all of that. He had the most hype, and I'm gonna give him this. Him and Kareem, you right. They played 20 years, so that scoring title is legitimately LeBron's because they played the exact amount of time. The only argument I might be able to throw in there, Kareem didn't shoot threes in the volumes of games that was being played.
Correct.
But I'm gonna give you, they played the same amount of time. So that scoring championship, that scoring leader, it's LeBron's. He's the GOAT at scoring. I'm not going to take that away from him. Those are factual. You can't argue that. He played 20 years. Kareem played 20 years. This is LeBron, 21st year? Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying. So they played the proper amount of time. Just the duration of the game, the volume. And I'm not going to say the 3 points because we can't say LeBron was this volume 3-point shooter. He was an adequate one, but he wasn't this volume 3-point shooter.
It helped his stats.
It helped his stats, but it didn't pad him. So, but we're going to talk about overall. And look, Kareem, and me and Shalante was talking about this. This is probably the only category we would have to adjust, but it fits the same. Kareem really didn't have state championships because at the time, New York was big.
Right.
They had the city championship. They had district championship. Chicago at the time had the same thing because they were so big.
But that was just like a state championship.
Just like a state championship. Because you got to look at the caliber of people he were playing at the time.
Yeah.
You know,
A lot of talent.
it was a lot of talent that came out that time. So if we're going to do that, so he is a 4-time city, New York State and district champion.
3 times. I thought he didn't play 1 year.
No, that's
That
his
was in
college.
college.
That was college.
That's college. Now, when Lou Alcindor, and that's what we're talking about, when he came out of high school, I guess if we had had all the press and social media right now, he would have had just as much clout or anything that
Right.
Yeah,
anybody would have wanted. He went to UCLA. He couldn't play his freshman year. Now, LeBron and Kareem, 20 years, no matter how many times you look at it. Kareem spent 4 years in college. LeBron came straight out of high school. 20 years is 20 years. You can't change that. It is what it is. Right. But when he went to college.
That's a good point, though. Because, go ahead.
No, I was going to get it. LeBron didn't have that college resume, though.
Right.
In which we factored in.
Right.
So, did he win at the college level? No. Is it a knock? No, but it doesn't factor in. It's a non-factor because he didn't go. But Kareem went at the college level. He won at the college level. He won 3 times at the college level.
Right.
How many times Jordan went at the college level, E?
He won one. Won a title.
He won a title. One title.
He won
How many games did he lose in his college career?
He didn't lose
He
that
didn't
many.
look that up. Look.
They didn't lose that much. I mean, you want to throw. You want
Yeah,
to
he didn't lose that much.
They didn't lose that much
Yeah.
because they always went when he played. Because he only played 3 years. They always went at least to Elite 8.
You only played 3 years.
It's a different when you go to the championship game.
But how many times Kareem lost?
Kareem lost
One.
once.
Okay.
So I mean,
And let me put an asterisk on that. That was in his freshman year, where he couldn't play.
No,
It was his sophomore year.
Sophomore year.
I'm
right.
sorry, I stand corrected. It was his sophomore year. They lost one game.
so that's the year he played.
Yeah, but one game.
But his
29-1.
eye was.
I mean, I get it, but I mean, he want to throw.
And let me give you this. I don't know what it was called. It is what is it? The most outstanding player of the tournament is what it's called now. Correct? When you win the NCAA and you're the most outstanding player in the NCAA, Kareem got 3 of those. Not only are we going to talk about high school, and this is one of the categories I talked to you about, Mr. Muhammad, that we didn't have on here. How many international championships does Jordan or LeBron or Kobe have? They all got gold medals. Kareem got 2 gold medals.
Jordan got 2 as well.
In the Olympics.
Jordan got 2. Jordan got 2 in the Olympics.
Hold on. In the Olympics.
84. Yes, in 84 in the Dream Team. And
Does
then
he have
also,
a Pan Am gold medal?
He has a FEMA.
FIBA.
Well, the World Championship.
All right.
He got 2 of those as
All right.
well.
Kareem got a Pan Am, which was the equivalent of FIBA.
Did Kareem sit out of the Olympics?
He set out one Olympic too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
72.
72?
Yeah.
Well, because that was the protest.
Yeah, he was protesting.
Yes,
right,
that was protesting one. So then we're going to talk about impact of the game. Jordan rules changed the game because they favored Kareem was the game.
Wait a minute, hold on. You said the Jordan rules?
Ooh, here we go.
Yeah.
You say Jordan rules?
Jordan rules.
Here we go.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about?
The contact.
When he got touched,
The contact.
they was calling foul.
Were you talking about when he played and you went to the lane and you got elbowed in the throat and they ain't call a foul?
No, that was Kareem era.
That was Jordan era too.
That was Jordan era too.
Yeah. Are you talking about that? That
There
era?
was only one team that did that to him.
There was only one team that did that to him.
Detroit, man.
No, Detroit. New York did the same thing. New York did the same thing.
New York was doing that to everybody.
Exactly.
They would.
Indiana was doing it to everybody. So you have to look at that.
We're going to look at the impact of the game, though.
Okay.
Because both of them have impacts to the game.
Yeah, they both had impacts to the game. I mean, hands down. But you want to keep throwing Jordan in my face, and like I'm saying something wrong about Jordan. Jordan impact the game on so many levels, just like Kareem has. So let's be realistic about it.
There's only one thing, in my opinion, that Jordan was the GOAT of the NBA, and this is not hating. Jordan was a great player. Jordan did a lot of amazing things, but the greatness of Jordan comes from commercialism. If it wasn't for the shoes, if it wasn't for the marketing, if it wasn't for the...
I kind of agree. I agree that Jordan is a great player, but that commercialized
Helped.
that really
Okay,
helped
so
him.
you can say that same for LeBron in this era, the way they commercialize the game now.
The game was already commercial.
Well, the level of it.
It just leveled up. But Jordan made the game international. There was no international game before Jordan, and I'm going to give that to him. There was no international game as what we see right now until Jordan, he commercialized the game. Jordan made the NBA a commodity, and he did. Have you seen the movie Air? I mean, it gives you the story.
Well, Magic did the same thing.
Exactly.
You know, he changed
that.
He changed the game. Him and Larry Bird came in. They changed the game. They helped the game. Let me rephrase.
Yeah, they helped the game.
Magic changed it because before Magic time, the point guards were 6 foot and down.
Down.
So that's how he changed the game.
And Larry
made it more flashier too.
Yeah, and Larry came in literally the great white height, or hope.
No, he was more than he was the real deal.
Yeah, but I'm saying, he was the real deal, but it was just like
they wanted him to be the
yeah. So Larry came in.
He was,
and he was.
He was.
but he had a cast too.
Oh, he had a tremendous
don't
cast.
act like he was the only one on the court.
No, he had a tremendous cast. Now, and so did Magic. Magic had a tremendous cast too.
Yeah. Kareem came in and won a championship his rookie year.
I'm just going to say this, that Kareem is the greatest of all time.
Just matter of factly. I like that, Coach. Just matter of factly.
Michael was up there, man.
But see, one of my biggest.
Would you start Kareem on your team?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was just.
Come on, you wouldn't start LeBron.
No, I wouldn't start
Start
LeBron.
LeBron.
No. I'm gonna tell you,
Is
like,
he not part of being one of the greatest players of all time?
man, my question is, I'm gonna answer your question, please. Let me answer.
It's coming.
And let me
Coach.
answer it. I want to add on to that.
No,
No, go ahead. But see,
My question is this:
Your
how
answer.
do we skip over the Black Mamba? That's one of the biggest things. Yes. How do we skip over
We
Kobe?
have never skipped over
Nobody
him.
skipped over.
Y'all ain't skipped
We
over.
just ain't talked about Kobe.
How do you skip over? How
He
do you
was
put?
great, too.
How do you put LeBron over the Black Mamba? You can't.
They don't even play the same. You compare Kobe to Jordan. They the same size. They play the same position almost. They're in comparison. Would
Okay.
you put Kobe over Jordan?
No, because
Okay, that's what
Kobe
I'm saying.
is Jordan. I mean, my question is, but we can.
No, Kobe's not Jordan.
Kobe mimicked everything Jordan did.
that means Jordan is greater.
Right.
I understand that, but listen,
Kobe is not
only
Jordan.
thing Jordan, you can't even say because Jordan really didn't have to shoot threes. But if you look at it, Kobe had a better 3-point shooter than Jordan.
But Kobe
better
wasn't a volume 3-point shooter.
than Jordan.
Kobe
Wait,
played harder than Jordan.
Yeah.
you would have to play it hard too with some of the teams Kobe had. I mean, you have to look at it. Some of
Okay,
the
so
teams-
he's not denying that.
Yeah. But
I mean, some of the teams that Kobe played on, you have to understand, he had to.
he changed their games.
Exactly. Jordan did the same thing.
Kareem did the same thing.
Magic did the same thing.
Bill Russell did the same thing.
Larry Bird did the same thing.
I'm just saying.
I mean, so we.
I think Bill
but y'all-
Russell did it more.
That's,
I mean, he's a legend.
That's your
He's really a
perspective.
legend. He's not the greatest, but he's a legend.
That's your
Bill
perspective.
Russell is up there. I
You
researched
can't do
with him.
this.
Can't nobody really do that
Bill Russell.
Russell can.
outside of Bill Russell.
Oh,
But Bill Russell, I mean, if you
But you
wanna
also,
look-
I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that alone.
yeah, I know.
if
Scared
you
people
want
do.
if you want to
Call me what you like, just don't call me late for dinner.
But if you're looking at it in overall, and I'm gonna tell you one thing about Kareem, and I researched this, and it's funny. Kareem had a steady average, no matter what level he was at. He was around 25 points per game per career for every level he played, every level.
Yeah.
He was a multi-time MVP. League MVP, Finals MVP. Kareem won at every level. There's not one level Kareem did not win at. Not one.
Multiple.
And not, I was just saying, multiple times.
Yeah.
Multiple times. He changed rules of the games. He changed the format of the game. And make it so bad, Kareem didn't have all the tools that Jordan, Kobe, and all that. I'm not going to say he was the most athletic. I'm telling you, he the greatest because he was good at what he did. And he made what he had work. One shot.
But he was athletic because you can't.
Very.
everybody
Yeah,
can't-
yeah.
I mean, when
He
you
was
7
real
foot 11,
athletic.
and you,
Yeah,
7
that's
foot
what
11.
7
you
foot
7,
two.
yeah, you 7 foot, and
He
and
is
everybody
taller than
else
most
is
of
5'0".
No,
No,
that's a big
he
boy.
played against
Yeah.
Russell. He
I mean,
played
he has
against
some
Will.
big guys,
He
but-
played against Bill
No, Bill Russell.
Bill
Russell.
Nate Thurman.
Nate
Yeah,
Thurman.
I mean, he had
Artis
big guys.
Gilmore.
Reed,
But I mean,
Wes Unseld.
he had a shot that could nobody stop.
That's what you call the greatest.
That's what you call the greatest. When you can't be
I'm gonna
stopped.
ask you a question, and this,
But he also had basketball IQ too.
yeah, he had a high IQ.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched Showtime. Well, that Magic series. Yeah, the boy was brilliant, very brilliant, and and to me, I think that's the difference between this generation that's playing now versus the generation of then with them, because they understood how to map the game out before the game was even played.
The game was changed too.
But you know, on a serious note, the reason I think Kareem is the greatest, is the GOAT, because he did other things besides basketball to help his community out. You know?
That's true.
He was a voice, or he was a present, you know, and you know, your guy, he really
Just so Jordan.
so.
That's what just sold Jordan's commercial.
Still selling them.
He's still
selling them.
Still selling.
But I just think, you know, that's very huge, you know, and I know there was a couple others
Definitely impact.
that impact our community. So I think that was kind of like take them above the notch, take them on top.
Yep.
But I just wanted that. I'm like Coach Ayers. Kareem is the GOAT, period. Tell me a level he failed at. Tell me a level he didn't succeed or over-exceed at. Tell me a level anybody can compete with him that he's won at.
I feel like all these guys are good, and they all competed at high levels. So when you say a level that they haven't won at, tell me a level that Jordan,
High school.
Yeah, tell me, besides high school, that he didn't win at, or LeBron, a level that he played that he didn't win at, or, you know what I'm saying, Magic, what level did he play? You know what I'm saying? It can go all around. But
Yeah. I think it's a good argument, good conversation, as far as, like, our perspective on
our perspective.
each one of these great players.
But
Why you keep poking at me?
Because you said a lot of stuff.
Why you keep poking at me?
Because you said a lot of stuff that didn't sit right with me. I got to question
poking
you
at
on.
me because I said MJ's to me.
No, that's
My
not what I'm going to
perspective.
poke at you about. How are you going to say,
Oh my
and I'm not a LeBron fan, but how are you going to say LeBron would not be in your top 12?
It wouldn't.
You can't even get
I'm gonna tell you why you wouldn't.
Give us your top 12.
I'm gonna tell you why you
I just
wouldn't.
want, who going
Would
to
you listen and shut up?
There you go, mister. I told you I was going to get it, coach. I told you I was going to get it, coach. I told you I was going to get it.
I mean, the players that would be on my team are strictly killers.
Who's the 12th player?
My 12th player,
Christian Laettner.
almost said something we on air. I'm gonna say it when we get off the air. I'm gonna say something to you, but my 12th player would be actually. I would have.
Oh, he thinking too hard.
No, I'm not, because I got him sitting right here.
Robert Horry?
Depends on how I would play him. But my 12th player, if we playing in a certain era, my 12th player probably would be like a Tim Duncan.
You got Tim Duncan at the 12th?
The 12th?
I need to know who your other 11
Hey,
is.
come on, man.
I need to know who your whole
one
other
through
11
five?
is.
If I got Kareem still out there, I got Kareem on my team.
Okay, that's
I
one.
mean, come on now.
I
You
got
already
you.
knew that.
Yeah.
Everybody knew that.
Duh.
I got Kareem, not Kareem, but Hakeem.
Elijah Wan?
Yeah, I got him
Over
on my
Kareem?
squad. No, hell no. Only them. But I mean, why would I? Everybody I would put on my team would be straight killers. Like I said, if I got Zeke coming off
You
the
saying
bench,
LeBron is not a killer?
That's what he's saying.
Wow.
Wow. See, that's what don't sit right with me.
no,
See,
it's not a strong case. It's the killer mentality.
Okay.
Wow.
You didn't give me your top 5 though. It's all right.
I just want to know. I want to know.
My
at
top
three
5.
positions
Okay,
before we get out of
Magic.
here.
I would give you Magic, Jordan, Bird, Shaq, and Kareem.
Oh, you got 2 centers.
Slow.
No,
This team's slow.
Man, we're going to kill you.
no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Even with my guy on the team, we're going to get you.
No, you wouldn't.
Man, we gonna-
No, you wouldn't. Because anybody that you,
The young Shaq ain't slow.
point exactly.
no.
The prime Shaq is not
Yeah.
slow.
Everybody
slow.
at their
Oh,
prime.
we know he was a beast.
So I mean, why wouldn't I have 2 big dogs down there that will play defense first and foremost? You're not getting in the lane.
You getting all the boards.
Come on. I'm mapping the game. You got to play chess sometimes, not checkers. Let's just be realistic
Shooters.
about it.
Shooters. Where your shooters at?
What you mean? Where are my shooters?
Who? Magic and Larry. That's it.
You fail to realize Jordan was a shooter.
You really forget that it's going to be a defense.
Jordan was more of a scorer than a shooter.
Yeah, a scorer. But
Yeah,
I mean,
scorer.
he had his 2 spots that you really couldn't stop him to
Yeah.
get to. Was the 2 elbows. Do anybody disagree with that?
I'm not going to disagree with that philosophy. I'm just trying to
I
figure
mean,
out.
so if you put him, if you
I just wanna know what other
and put
three you got better
I would
than
run a
LeBron.
triangle offense with that team.
Oh, he got offenses too.
The game is no game if you don't have a scheme.
That's true.
So you have a system to run. If the system and Magic would run that system so perfectly, who gonna stop it?
Magic's not going to run that triangle offense, though. It's too slow for him.
It's
too slow for
Magic
him.
Showtime.
He's not going to stop and set that triangle offense. It's too slow for him.
So I'm just saying. And then I got Zeke coming off
You
the bench.
still ain't told me. I give you Larry a slight edge, but I still wouldn't start. Tell me another three that's better than LeBron. And I'm not a LeBron fan. Give me another three that's better than LeBron, career-wise.
Well, we're gonna bring this conversation back up because
I was gonna hit you with Pitt.
we might have to do a 12-team All-Star, just to see who got what, because it just don't make sense that you don't have one of the greatest scorers on your team.
Couldn't.
Listen, we're
it's
going
more
to
than
have
the game
some
than
great
scoring.
conversations coming up next month. We're going to have some young athletes coming in as guest speakers.
Yes.
And it's going to be really great. Please come and watch and be a part of the action that we're going to have next week. Thank you, and get us on out of here, please.
Always protect your mind.
Respect the game on 3. 1, 2, 3, respect the game.